Welcome back, and today on Modest Mom we're going to be making dandelion jelly. It's a great way to get the kids involved, and it's a great way if you're interested in canning to get started. It's a great way if you don't have much fruit on hand to make some jelly. It tastes wonderful, and it's also available in your own backyard. Some may find these a nuisance, but personally I count these as a blessing. There is a lot of recipes that you can find online how to make dandelion jelly. All you need is lemon juice, pectin, sugar, and your petals. And what I usually do is I take scissors and I cut off the green nub at the end of the flower because the green part will make it kind of bitter, or so the internet says. I took my flower petals and split them in half between two half-gallon jars with some water and let it sit overnight, and warmed up my clean lids and rings, and then I filled my pints with water and then filled up my water bath canner. While that is heating up to sanitize the jars, I pour a little bit of vinegar in there to keep the jars not foggy and clean looking. And then I got my big pot out to put the jar of petals and water with the infused flower petal water in it. I pour that into the pot and I'm going to let that try to come to a slow boil. And now I'm just getting some of my stuff prepped. Once you let the one jar boil for a little bit, you need to strain out the petals. I just poured mine into a flour sack towel and a tea towel and strained out the juice. And then you can even feed your flower petals to your chickens if you have any. And I did that with all of my flower petals. You strain them out. So now I have the juice in my pot. And now you just add your lemon juice and your Sure Gel packets, as well as your sugar. It does take quite a bit of sugar, so just keep that in mind. You can also do this with not just dandelion petals, but also with red bud flowers as well as violets. But in the end, we usually come back to dandelion jelly as one of our favorites. Once you add your lemon juice and pectin, you're going to want to try to bring that to a boil. And then once it does, you'll want to add the sugar, and you'll have to let it come back to a boil and cook that for about a minute or so. My jars are done sanitizing, and so now it's time to fill our jars with our homemade jelly. And finally, I just water bath them for about 10 minutes. Now that it's done, I just carefully take the lid off and take my jars out of the canner and put them on a cooling rack overnight, and then let the jelly set up. I'm very thankful to have come across how to do this a few years back, and this makes great gifts for family and friends. Thank you for stopping by my kitchen today as I made dandelion jelly.